We all want to be nice, sweet, and caring toward the one we love, and obviously that's a great thing. The trouble is, if you come across this clip by searching online for exactly the right words to say, you're going about it all wrong. Hi, I'm Melanie, and today, instead of giving you a list of sweet things to say to a girl, I'm going to give you something far more valuable, some pointers on how to come up with these things for yourself. Every person in a relationship is different, so I can't give you a list of all the right things to say. It doesn't work like that. Instead, you should be voicing how you really feel and what you really appreciate most about her. By the end of this clip, you'll truly understand why it's impossible for me to give you a list. You can also find more in-depth info by clicking our website on the link above, and don't forget to like and subscribe below for regular updates. Let's get started. Don't force it, feel it. First things first, if you're doing it right, it should never be forced. You should never feel as though you're in a situation where you have to come up with something nice to say. Instead, try to be more aware of the things you appreciate when you're around her, the things she does that give you that warm feeling inside. That right there is exactly what you should be communicating to her, not some phrase you found on Google because you thought it would be a nice thing to do. See, the words themselves aren't what we appreciate. It's the sentiment behind them. The fact that you're letting us know how you feel. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Vulnerability can be tough for all of us, but it's something you should be working on with your partner. If the two of you are going to grow together and form that strong bond, you need to show her who you really are, how you really feel, and the things you appreciate about her. Contrary to what outdated male stereotypes suggest, voicing how you feel about your partner isn't weak or feminine. It's showing an element of vulnerability that will improve your relationship and bring the two of you closer together. Also, all of this just means so much more than searching for a phrase to use and dropping it at the perfect time, as if there was such a thing. Let her know you're thinking about her. For the most part, the delivery is more important than the actual words you use. Like everyone, she wants to feel special. Letting her know you're thinking about her can be all that it takes to make her feel that way. There's nothing saying you have to verbalize it all the time. Just communicate these feelings when they pop into your head. It could be as simple as a short text message or a post-it note left on the fridge as you're heading out. These little things mean so much more than a forced compliment, and it also shows you aren't doing it to get anything in return. Be specific. A great way to show her that you're being genuine with your comments is to be specific. Rather than saying, "You're beautiful," tell her what you like about her exactly. Maybe you love the way she did her hair today. Maybe her eyes are looking particularly blue. Or it might even be that you love the way you feel when she does something seemingly mundane. Like I said, exactly what you say isn't important as long as it's genuine. When you're being specific, she can see that you're really being real with her and not just regurgitating some generic compliment. It's a lot more meaningful and shows that you pay attention to the little things about her. Pay attention to her insecurities and reassure her. Every single one of us, men and women, have insecurities about how we look, what we do, the lifestyle we live, all of it. Even if she's in fantastic shape and looks flawless all of the time, she still has insecurities, and unfortunately, that's totally normal. As you get to know her, pay attention to the things that she seems to be insecure about. Take time to support and reassure her when those insecurities matter the most. Again, keep it genuine, but being supportive when she feels at her most vulnerable is a big deal. It could be as simple as reassuring her before that important meeting that she's going to crush it, that you've seen her preparation and how she pulled it all together. A simple reassurance is something we'd all love when we're feeling insecure, right? So knowing that her partner supports her and has her back is special and takes hardly any effort. Don't put her on a pedestal. Looking at some of these lists you'll find on Google, they'll tend to have one thing in common. The comments on those lists have you talking about your partner as though she's the picture of perfection. There's a lot of, "You're perfect," and "I've never met anyone as amazing as you." I know the sentiment and intentions are positive, but in reality, a lot of women will take those comments one of two ways. If she has low self-esteem, she won't believe you when you're saying these things, and it will feel insincere and forced. If she's genuinely confident and has heard this a lot, perfect is a term she'll hate. It can be an unrealistic image that she feels pressured to conform to. So none of these outcomes are great. Rather than trying to tell her she's the greatest human to ever exist, communicate your true feelings. Honestly, that's all it takes. And if you really struggle with self-confidence and attracting women, you need to check out our in-depth video course by clicking on the link above. We provide these step-by-step advice on how to authentically meet and attract the women you're interested in. Don't overuse the typical sweet things to say to a girl. Even when they're genuine, if you're giving her a constant string of compliments every day, it becomes a bit much. That repetition can make us all feel as though you're just trying to say the right thing rather than communicate how you feel. It's all about balance, and this is something that'll come with time. There's no magic number here that I can give you. Just make sure you aren't being overwhelming. There we have it. All the main points you need to know when it comes to saying those nice things. Hopefully by now you can see why just giving you a list of things to say wouldn't make any sense. So start by saying more about how you feel around her and get used to voicing it. That's it. And if you got anything from our video, please like and subscribe below as well as visiting our website at beyondages.com by clicking on the link above. Thanks, guys.